What's going on, everyone? It's Nick, and before we begin, I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Fellow Giants fans, it most certainly is a wonderful Thanksgiving when the Cowboys lose, isn't it? And also, as bad as the Giants are, we can be thankful about the fact that at least we are not Detroit Lions fans, right? In case any Detroit Lions fans do happen to be watching this, though, I'm so sorry for you. So anyways, we all got the news that Jason Garrett has been fired, right? I'm here to tell you what I think about it, so if you want to consider dropping a like, that would be much appreciated. And if you're new here and you're a Giants fan and you want some therapy or you just love sports, you happen to be in the right place. And if you want to consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell, I'm glad to have you as part of the team. So about Jason Garrett, am I happy? Yes, it was most certainly warranted for him to get fired, as this offense has been horrible ever since he's been here. But am I about to celebrate? No, you're not about to see me get all excited about this. While yes, this was a hire I hated right from the beginning, and I was never convinced to change my mind. However, Jason Garrett is far from the only problem that the Giants have. I hope no one watching this actually believes that just because Jason Garrett is fired means that this offense is about to have some magical turnaround going forward, because it's not. Jason Garrett is only one part of the problem. Although it is really bad that the Giants have not scored 30 or more points even once during his entire time as the offensive coordinator. That said though, Jason Garrett is not the reason for the defense to take a huge step back this year. He's not why Daniel Jones can't make quick and efficient enough decisions. I haven't been so hard on Daniel Jones this year because I felt like he's been set up to fail for much of the season, but that Monday night game against the Bucs, his struggles were his own fault in that game. Such as missing Kadarius Toney right here, or sailing the ball over Kadarius Toney's head on this play, or when he was throwing the ball away, throwing it to his left from his right. If you know anything about football, you know that if you're just throwing the ball away, you don't throw the ball across your body like that. You gotta throw it to the side that you're on. Or Daniel Jones throwing his second interception into double coverage. Jason Garrett is not why Saquon Barkley is looking like he peaked as a rookie. He's not the reason this offensive line can't block. Don't get me wrong, he's a terrible play caller, and like I've said in a previous video, as much as I hate the Dallas Cowboys, I defended Romo quite a lot. I know exactly why now, because of the bozo that he had to put up with for much of his career. As much as I hate the Cowboys, Tony Romo was an elite quarterback in spite of the awful situation he was in throughout his career. But you know what else? We won't act like Joe Judge isn't part of the problem with this offense either, right? You know I've been hard on him this year as well. Because obviously when game planning, there's no way Jason Garrett sits in the room by himself. Joe Judge obviously approves of Jason Garrett's play calling and allows him to do it. Or at least he did now that Jason Garrett's no longer the offensive coordinator for the team. He's completely gone from the team. No matter how much we really can blame Jason Garrett though, I don't feel bad for him at all, and neither should you. He's been able to make a solid living off a job that he's not good at. Not only that, it won't be long before he finds another job anyways. He'll have no problem to be able to at least be the quarterback's coach for another team. Maybe he might be an offensive coordinator for another bad team, who knows, but at the very least, he'll definitely be able to land a job as a quarterback's coach. Now, the interim offensive coordinator will be Freddie Kitchens. So going back to his days with the Browns offense did do slightly better when he took over the offensive coordinator in 2018. Baker Mayfield did a lot better when Freddie Kitchens took over, and this is when Nick Chubb was able to break out during his rookie year. Freddie Kitchens was not good at all as a head coach, but when he was the offensive coordinator, the Browns did do better than before Freddie Kitchens stepped in as the offensive coordinator. So perhaps there is some hope that the Giants offense will get better at all with Freddie Kitchens, but there's still only so much he can do. He won't be able to make Daniel Jones be able to process things faster or magically make Saquon Barkley what he was in 2018. There's still only so much an offensive coordinator can do. Firing the offensive coordinator also most certainly won't solve their problems on defense. Hopefully he can get Kenny Golladay more involved though, because why pay him all that money for him to pretty much be a non-factor? I've pretty much accepted that this is yet another lost season. Last year really should have been a lost season, even with a 5-3 second half, because the NFC East was that bad. I also heard reports that Dave Gettleman will be fired after this year, regardless of how the Giants finish. And that 100% needs to happen. In fact, that needs to happen right now, if anything. In fact, that's actually long overdue. He needs to go now. Dave Gettleman is such a fraud, saying he'll fix the offensive line, but No, he hasn't in the 4 years he's been here. He absolutely has not earned another year, but I'm also afraid that when the Giants do fire him, they'll end up hiring someone who's just as bad, if not worse. Joe Judge also definitely needs to go, but I'm definitely not going to get my hopes up for their next head coach, at least until he's in year 2, because last year a lot of us thought that Joe Judge is that good, but no, he's not. So as bad as Jason Garrett is, and as much as he definitely deserved to be fired, this franchise is simply just a lost cause right now. I really hope that this team can get back to the glory days. I hope one day I can actually experience the Giants winning a Super Bowl that they were actually expected to compete for, because as amazing as it was to experience the 2 that I actually did get to experience, those DVDs back there, we all remember those teams were not supposed to be that good, and I was not born yet during the days of Lawrence Taylor and Phil Simms. I know the Giants won't be competing for a Super Bowl anytime soon. I just hope it happens before I'm 40 years old, and I'm 28 right now. So that'll do it for now. Please be sure to consider liking the video for the YouTube algorithm if you're still here. You must have enjoyed my video if you're still here, right? And also, if you could please consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you don't miss another video of mine. Your support is much appreciated, and I'll definitely be glad to have some therapy with my fellow Giants fans here. Also, links to my social media are in the description. I'll follow you back if you follow me. And if you want to check out either of these videos up above, that'd be much appreciated as well. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace. And hopefully better days for the Giants too.